Alright, hello and welcome back. I don't have a super concrete plan for today. I need to edit the last video. All the clips I took together, there's like 70, which is crazy. So I put on my cozy lights. The sun's still going down, as you can see, but I'm gonna light some candles, set a vibe. I also went to the Dollar Tree. I did DoorDash today. I did not make a lot of money. And I did spend money today, but it was cash, so it doesn't count. I got this from the Dollar Tree. Haven't tried it, thought it would look good. Before I do anything else, I need to paint my nails. Do I actually need to? No. But it does help me feel more motivated. That sounds stupid, but if you have ADD or ADHD, you know, kind of like the smallest things help get you going. And for me, it's like knowing that my nails look pretty. Let's try this. Oh God. Probably shouldn't have thrown it around as much as I did. It's pretty good. It's definitely peanut buttery. Yeah, it's fine. Oh God, there's droplets on my lens. Oh God. Oh God, I need a napkin. Hello and welcome back. First round of business, I have a tripod now. So you get to see me standing in all my glory, and I get to actually show off my bookcase here. Take a nice long look at it right now because it will be rearranged very soon. I have an idea of what to do for my TBR for the new year, and so that's going to involve shuffling things around again, which sucks because I kind of like the way that I had this set up, but that's fine. I can always bring it back. The second most important thing, I finished Lessons of Chemistry. It took me a bit longer than I had anticipated that it would. I kind of thought this would be like a quick and easy read. My fault for also reading books in between reading it. I think I've discovered about myself that I'm definitely a fantasy girly. This book was good. Like, it wasn't a boring read at all, but I was having trouble getting through it because there just weren't that many stakes involved. So I was a bit bored at times. But again, it's not a boring book. It's actually a really good book. I really love Elizabeth's character. I love the way she's written. I love her no-nonsense attitude, and she's just very straightforward about everything. I love her relationship with Calvin. I think it's all just so sad. I actually was getting to the end, I was like, I did not expect it to be this sad. I don't rate books, so I'm not gonna like give it like stars out of 5. I think I can't add numerical value to things I enjoy. I feel like that cheapens it. That's just me. I don't care if anyone else does it. Would I reread it again? No. Would I say it's like the best book I've ever read? No. But it was a good time. I liked it. And I liked the writing style, and it was funny and witty. And I had a good time with it. Except when it made me inexplicably sad. So now with this, I can put my little stamp on the inside of the page. I can't tell if that's focused or not. Yeah. I can stamp the inside of the page, which I forgot to do with Vicious, which I'm also going to talk about because I didn't talk a lot in my last video because it's still very much like getting my footing and like trying to figure out what I'm even doing with this whole little project I've got going on. I'm steadily finding my like feet here in the waters. So I want to talk about Vicious. So I talked about the homoeroticism of this book without really delving too much into it. First of all, when I was reading this, you read it mostly from Victor's point of view, and as I was reading it, I really didn't expect us to get Eli's. I figured we were just getting one version of the story and that's it. And I thought maybe in the second book we'll get Eli's point of view, but then once you get to like part 2 of the book, then you start getting into his head more, and you get to see like his version of like the things that happened. And it's so interesting because you're reading from Victor's point of view and you're like, okay, you're kind of crazy, right? Like, that's cool and all, but like you're a little like batshit in the head, right? And he is looking at Eli and he's like, he's the same as me, like he has that darkness in me. And at times you're like, okay, yeah, but then other times it's like, okay, yeah. But then you get to Eli's part and you're like, oh no, he is actually batshit insane just as much as Victor is. He just thinks he's better because he's Catholic. Love that. It's just like absolutely like stunning, like jumping back and forth between their college days to the present and the way they interact with each other back then versus now. Victor has this like obsession of trying to find Eli, and it's very Louis de Pontelac, very I wanted him dead, I wanted it all to myself. It's, so good. I'm out of breath. There's a car driving outside my window, except my window is facing grass. It's facing a field and a fence. Also, I really liked the idea that the extraordinaries, which is like, you know, people who somehow are able to develop superhuman... What's calling me?
What you doing, girl?
I was recording a little video.
Oh, shit, my bad, girl. You're not very enthusiastic to talk to me. It's kind of hurt my feelings.
I'm like losing my voice. I'm getting out of breath from talking.
Damn, girl, you yapping? Nah, I'm free for real. You a yapper? Okay, sorry.
Okay, so what I was saying before I was interrupted, I really like the idea that the extraordinaries, you know, they figure out that it's a near-death experience that helps create them, but the way they're able to get their powers is basically reliant on their last thoughts before death. And so that kind of translates into what their powers become. It's a very, very interesting take on how you develop superhuman powers and abilities. I really love Sydney and Mitch and just their whole dynamic with Victor and outside of Victor. Because I think Serena is a very interesting type of character. She's supposed to come across as like this sort of like femme fatale, definitely like you're rooting against her type of character. But I kind of do feel sorry for her in a way. Her abilities, her powers make it so that she never knows when someone is genuine to her, whenever someone's being honest with her, or whenever they're saying what she wants to hear, because her whole thing is compulsion. And that's why she kind of like clings to Eli, even though he very much does not want her. And Eli, with his, you know, his savior complex and his higher sense of self, and like even the fact that when he is done killing an extraordinary, an EO, he like feels this sort of calm wash over him. He feels like it's God, like telling him that he's done a good job, basically. And it's like, boy, you are kind of crazy. You kind of are not okay. And yet he thinks that Victor is somehow worse than him. And it's only because Victor is actually aware of like his craziness in a way. He's more aware that he has these dark thoughts, he has this darkness in him, and he knows Eli does too, but Eli doesn't want to admit it. Eli is convinced that he's a hero. He's some sort of savior to save the world of EOs. And the whole time Victor knows they're exactly the same. And Eli doesn't realize that until the very end. He's done what he's wanted to do all along, and then what? He doesn't even have the same wash of calm come over him like he did with everyone else. It's a brilliant book and a brilliant story, and I would keep reading. And I would read Vengeance. However, when I was talking about Red Queen in my last video, first of all, I don't care what anyone says, it's going to be the best series I've ever read. I wasn't aware of like the controversy going on TikTok with like Victoria Aveyard, I don't know how to say her last name, I'm sorry. With Victoria and people who are stupid and unintelligent thinking that she plagiarized some other book when her book came out long before that one did. And I'm so glad that everyone keeps saying, I haven't actually like gone and looked at her page myself, but everyone's saying how she's handling it with such grace and poise. And like, if that was me, I would be in the comments. Like, do you not know how to use Google? Do you not know how to look up publication dates? Like, are you stupid? Are you stupid? So, more power to her. So I think I'm going to read, excuse me, UG. So I think I'm going to read Red Queen next. I do want to know what happens next because there are some open ends in Fishes, but there's not enough, and it didn't leave off on a cliffhanger either. There's not really enough that I'm like fiending to read Vengeance, because I do have quite a few books that need to be read. It's not an insane amount that I am sure of, but there are some books on the shelf that I bought in like 2017 that I haven't read. There are some books on the shelf that were gifts that I should read, and there are an alarming amount that I started and then stopped reading, and they've just been sitting there. But yeah, Red Queen is YA, so I have a feeling like I'll get through it pretty quickly. Oh. Aww. I didn't know I had this in here. Aww. I was using this as a bookmark. I used to work at Starbucks, and this is a long time ago, but I worked at Starbucks for 4 years, and like in the back we had like little cards where we were supposed to like write notes to each other if like we did a good job at work or whatever. But really it's just like me and my friends would, you know, just write cute notes to each other. And this is from my friend Anna. That's so sweet. I'm reading Red Queen, and considering it was met with wild acclaim, good or bad, when it first came out, I have a feeling that I'm gonna read this and want to keep reading the series. So maybe we'll get through that. For now, Vengeful. Was I calling it Vengeance or Vengeful? this whole time. I don't know. I just looked at it. It's called Vengeful. Vengeful might have to wait. I'm excited to see what happens next for Victor and Eli, but also, they can chill. They can wait. I'm excited to read this because I've seen some stuff from Victoria Aveyard's TikTok where she talks about like coming up with ideas for torture, which I don't know if that was in the Red Queen series or if that was in one of her other series. I don't actually know her other like book roster. This seems like it's going to be very dark at times, which is nice. I like a good like, you know, not sunshine and rainbows type of fantasy. Sometimes it's good, but a lot of the times the like the juiciness, the meatiness lies in like the more, what am I trying to say? Good stories are always a little bit tragic. That's what I'm trying to say. Good stories always have like those fucked up like gut-wrenching moments, or just like moments where you're like, why is this happening? And you're sobbing, throwing up on the floor. Yeah, that's all I have for an update. I think I'm gonna go ahead and crack this open, actually, and see you when I have another update for you. Sorry my voice is going out. I'm not used to talking this much. Alright, I have just a very quick update because I have milk in the car right now. I'm only 7 chapters in to Red Queen. I'm not very far, and it's been a couple of days since I started it, but so far it's really good, and I'm really enjoying it. I haven't filmed a whole lot over the past couple of days just because it's the week before Christmas, and there's a lot I need to get done, especially because we're having like a Friendsgiving Christmas dinner party thing on Monday, and it is currently Saturday, so there's probably not going to be much footage after this either, just because I am not going to film like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Some exciting things, I made Stanley Tucci's grilled cheese, and that was really good. It means nothing to anyone watching this, but it meant everything to me. Some exciting news for me, I'm back on food stamps. I was on it earlier this year and I never like did the interview to renew them, and so I came off of them, which I was on them while I was still at my last job because that's just how little they paid me. Now that I'm doing like DoorDash and odd jobs for money, obviously I qualify for it still, which is nice because I'm letting my roommates use it to help with like some of the food we're getting for our dinner party, and it's really nice. And it's nice to not have to worry about grocery shopping and food and whatnot. It takes a lot of the stress out of it. Speaking of, I went to Sprouts. I need to get stuff for dinner tonight, which I did get steak, and I don't want to hear anyone in the comments be like, oh, you're on food stamps when you eat about steak. Yeah, I'm allowed one luxury every now and again, alright? It's not like I'm eating grass-fed beef every single night, okay? I can have a steak like once every few months. What I do with my government allotted money is my business. I also got some Olipop flavors to try because they always have like a 2 for $5 deal. Got the vintage cola and banana cream. I think I've tried the Dr. Goodwin one, the one that's supposed to be like Dr. Pepper. And I've tried the cream soda one and the cherry cola one. Cherry cola one is really good. Also tried the watermelon and lime, I think it was. Sorry, this is the first, like, I'm genuinely talking all day. Also for today, because I have a lot to get done, little yerba mate. I only tried this once, and I think it was a different flavor. They're pretty good. It's okay. I got yerba mate just because, like, I use an eye cream that's yerba mate, and I was like, I haven't tried one of these in a while, maybe try it again. It's fine. It definitely tastes healthy. I got Bluephoria because I like blue flavored things. I'm gonna drink it because I bought it, but yeah, maybe this isn't the thing for me. That's basically it. I need to head home. I need to put the stuff away. I need to... Fuck, man. I need a DoorDash tonight, because obviously I'm not going to be able to for a couple of days. I feel like there was more I had to do today. I think I'm just thinking of, like, other stuff that's not top priority, but stuff that I would normally do throughout the day. Like, go to the gym. I went to the gym yesterday for the first time in, like, 2 weeks, because I was sick, and then I was busy. And I downloaded fanfiction on my Kindle to read on the treadmill, which I highly recommend if you have a Kindle. Reading fanfiction on it is much superior than scrolling on your phone with it. So, I have this to energize me. Also, I'm very glad that, like, all of my Christmas shopping is finally done, because I was going to Sprouts, and, like, in the shopping center that it's in, Sprouts itself wasn't busy, but the shopping center and, like, the whole parking lot was just filled with people. It is also a Saturday afternoon, so that's part of it, but yeah, I really didn't take that into account when I thought about it being so close to Christmas. I'll talk to you later, I guess.